And hopefully tonight you'll be gathering a laugh. I'm from Dublin, the biggest city in the world. Did you know Dublin is the biggest city in the world?
No.
Yes, it is. You know why? Because the population keeps doubling and doubling and doubling. So, a bit of talk there about God being a woman. I can agree with that. It's not a joke. I mean, whoever gives life, God gives life. Apparently, if you believe in the entity, women give life. Why would God be a woman? I'm not going to argue with women anymore. So my wife apologized to me yesterday. For the first time in 12 years, she said she was sorry she ever married me. I'm just kidding, she never apologized, because she's a woman. Yeah? The men not laughing there, you can laugh. It's true. So I asked my wife why she married me. She said she married me for my sense of humor. I said, what? I thought you married me because I was so good in bed. And she fell on the floor laughing and said, you're hilarious. So my wife asked me the other day if I saw the dog bowl. I didn't even know he could. Bowl. How does he get his paws in the holes? Are dogs allowed into bowling alleys? So many questions, so little time. So, women, yeah? What a curious. It's almost like he knows what's coming. Actually, there was a bit of talk of homosexuality at the beginning of this night. I'd just like to start by saying I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is. Hey. No, seriously though, as men, we often get asked by our friends, you know, are you a poop man or are you an ass man? You know? And I always tell them, I'm a pussy man. Because the pussy never lies. You can have fake boobs, you can have a fake Brazilian butt-lift ass, but the pussy, that never lies. No way. Then they push me, you know, seriously, do you prefer boobs or do you prefer ass? And I have to tell them, I say, look, when I'm with a woman that has small boobs, after a while, I start to look at women with bigger boobs. And when I'm with women with big boobs, after a while, I start to look at women with smaller boobs. So I'm convinced now that the perfect woman is a woman with one big boob and one small boob. Perfectly natural. So, I don't know where I had something planned, but that was meant to be after the laughs, and then I forgot because there was no laughs. So, thank you, that spurred me on. So maybe we go with some one-liners. Actually, here's an original story. So, when I was a child going to school, I used to go to school with a guy called Eamon Cleary. Remember that name? And he used to go out with a girl called Lorraine. And there was another girl who fancied Eamon Cleary for years. And Eamon and Lorraine, they used to go out for many, many years. And then one day, Lorraine and Eamon Cleary, finished the relationship. And I went up to this second girl and I told her, I said, hey, listen, did you know that you can see clearly now Lorraine has gone? You can see all obstacles in her way. If you don't know that song, you're too fucking young.
Yes.
Speaking of young and old, there's been a lot of jabs at the elderly in the... I could probably bench press more than our young friend here, but that's okay. Let's not get into this. We can do push-ups together if you want. But seriously, no. I'm so old that I remember actually being the remote control. 1986, 1987. We were a poor family in Dublin and we did not have a remote control for the television. Until I was about 10 years old. I was the fucking remote control. My parents would order me to change the fucking channel. That's how old I am. I'm so old that I used to record songs off the radio on a cassette player. And if I wanted to know the lyrics of a song, I have to rewind the song to the very fucking start after I've written down 4 or 5 words. Which reminds me of one of the first songs I ever wrote down and memorized, which was 34 years ago this year. I was 10 years old. It was the same year that Bart Simpson and The Simpsons came out in Ireland. I was a bit of a mischievous child and I was always getting into trouble, a bit like Bart Simpson. In fact, when we watched the first episode, me and my parents, so Bart said, I didn't do it, nobody saw me do it, can't prove anything. My parents just looked at me and went, that's fucking you. I said, yeah, that's me alright. Because I was always saying I didn't do it. Not that way, but I was always getting in trouble and always denying being the one responsible. Anyway, The Simpsons had a record. I had a fucking record. That's even older than cassettes. And Do the Bartman was a song that I memorized by rewinding to the start and starting again. I wasn't going to do this tonight, but I thought, fuck it, why not? I remember that song, and it goes a little something like this. Yo, hey, what's happening, dude? I'm the guy with the rep for being rude, terrorizing people wherever I go. It's not intentional, just keeping the flow. Trips and test scores to get the best scores. Drop banana peels all over death floors. I'm the kid that made the literacy and art. Last name Simpson, first name Bart. I'm here today to introduce the next phase, the next step in the big Bart craze. I got a dance real easy to do. I learned it with no rhythm, and so can you. So move your body if you got the notion. Front back in a rock-like motion. Now let your body if you think you can. Do it to the music, that's the Bartman. Everybody if you can. Front back for the side, do the Bartman. Oh, mama, it wasn't long ago, just a couple of weeks. I got in trouble, yeah, pretty deep. Mama was yelling, Homer was too, because I put mothballs in the beef stew. Punishment time of the year looks gloom. Sitting by myself in my room. When all else fails and there's something to do, I just turn on the music so I can feel the groove. Why not? How old were you in 1990?
I was in my dad's nutsack.
Mine is a certain amount of years. Yeah, so I haven't got a closer, so I'm going to leave it at that. That's my closer. You've been great. I've been amazing. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Give it up for Jeff Fine, guys.